During the Annapolis Boat Show this year, we watched a bunch of people buy boats all excited and starry-eyed. But there were also people who bought boats a year ago, 6 months ago, and they did not quite understand what the process entails while waiting for their boats. So I caught up with Stephen here and asked him to explain the process to all of us.
So today when you place an order for a boat, be it in a boat show or from a dealership, there are no stock boats in the dealerships. All boats are to be built. In order to own a slot and lock a date in and a price, one needs to place a 20% non-refundable deposit, which gets placed with the dealer. The dealer generally then will take that deposit and send it to the manufacturer. The manufacturer receives that deposit, they guarantee that particular price sheet, and they put the buyer's name on their planning. So the factory will know who the clients are. As the deposits come in, the client's name goes beside it. I think that prior to placing an order, you need to go and you need to get a pre-approval finance. The lenders are doing 80% loan to value, which means that your 20% down would go to the dealer would write the contract, would place the order with the factory would receive the 20%, and then when the time comes to close, the other 80% will be funded by the bank. Most manufacturers require that the purchase is concluded and funded 30 days prior to the ex-factory date, because they have to arrange transport, launching, etc. And they don't want to make those commitments until such time as they have been paid in full. So 30 days prior to ex-factory would be your final payment date. Remember that prior to paying, you need to have, or prior to closing, you will need to have all the documents from the factory, the builder certificate, the MSO. You need a picture of the hull identification number. You would need insurance in place, because when your lender does the loan documents, they are going to want to see all of these documents. So your dealer needs to have these all consolidated to provide in time for the 30-day deadline. In terms of speccing the boat, generally manufacturers have a 60 or a 6 month to 8 month lock-in date. So if you place an order for a boat that's 12 months out, that gives you about 4 to 5 months to finalize the order. So a lot of the time what we'll do is we'll do what I call a placeholder. We'll create a spec, we'll do the deposit, we'll lock the slot in. That's the urgency, because obviously these slots are selling all the time. Once we've got that done, then we have the luxury of time to sit down and say, okay, let's redo this, let's revisit it, let's go through it, let's do all the final stuff. And then what we try and do is we sign a final spec with a change order which we send to the factory before the final lock-in date it comes along. That way we know we've been thoughtful about our process, we know that we've got the correct spec we want at the factory. The factory then confirms the receipt, and then the long wait starts. And the long wait is often very tedious, but a lot of owners occupy themselves with buying dinghies and buying equipment and attending boat shows and doing, passing the time. Generally the wait time for a boat we're experiencing is 1 year. Some manufacturers are further out. Depends on your dealer. Has your dealer purchased inventory, or are they just ordering from the factory? In our case, we order a lot of inventory forwards, so we generally are always sitting on some inventory, so that we're able to provide our buyers with probably a 1 year lead time.
What happens then with delivery? Once they paid the boat, and a month later the boat gets delivered, what happens then?
Okay, so in our case, we have a team. We actually have two teams, one in La Rochelle and one in the south of France. So we'll get an ex-factory date. We will then send a team to the boat, our team, to do the survey and the inspection. It can take up to 3 or 4 days, because we'll often find stuff that's missing or damage or scratches the woodwork. We will not receive the boat until we are totally satisfied. What happens is the team will send me a full photo document and a full survey, and when we're satisfied, I will then authorize my team to sign and accept the vessel. So they will then receive the vessel. So now custody has been transferred to us, the dealer. At that time, we will have a delivery company. We use professional delivery companies that carry additional liability insurances, etc. And so what will happen is our team will then take that board the delivery crew, and then the delivery crew will do their inspection because they're crossing the Atlantic, so they want to be sure it's right. And then we will pass custody on to the delivery crew. The delivery crew then will do the transit. Generally, we like the boats to come to one of our warranty centers. Fort Lauderdale is our biggest. And there we will receive the boat. We will clean it, we will detail it. There will be a hit list of issues that the crew found. There are always issues. So we'll deal with the warranty issues. If there's any factory recalls, we'll deal with them. If there's any what we call a reserve list, where maybe an instrument or something was not available, we will install it. That's normally a 2-week process, and then and only then do we like the owner to show up. So the boat will be clean, smelling good, champagne on the table, and then we do the handover to the owner. And in our company, what we do is we give the owner 1 full day of systems briefing. And we have an RYA sailing school, so we have RYA instructors, and so we will put 1 instructor on a boat, and they will give the new owner a day on the water, showing them how the sails and everything work, and then hopefully the owner's comfortable, and then they can go and do their thing. We're a community, so obviously we like it that the owners stay in touch with us for the long term. You know, it's a long-term relationship, and they join the Catamaran Guru community, because we have a lot of we have rendezvous and we have all sorts of things. So we like to sort of keep our clients in contact with our clients.
Well, we hope that this will help you put your mind at ease while you wait for your boat. Congratulations, and we wish you a very happy sailing life.